Okay, so we are back. This is GeoWill from the Productions², and we're going to be doing a little bit more work on the plugin tonight. Again, just kind of a short, just a short video, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. Actually, I'll probably just do. Actually, no, what I'll probably do is I'll probably do some more Spaceplan, and then after that we'll do, I'll run, Kill the Spire? Is that what it's called? Slay the Spire. Well, I'll do Adventure Communists, then Slay the Spire after Spaceplan. And that'll be what we'll, the entirety of what we'll be recording for tonight. Anyway, so, earlier this morning we did some work on the plugin. Go away. Like, I'm thinking this time I was going to go ahead and download, just get rid of that frigging message. But, so, we did some work to, bring things in, through the, plugin commands, and also putting in code to help, build out the, bond information for the bank, and to handle if the bank isn't already created, to create it and then update it when we call the bank if it's already existing, to update the interest rate if it's 0, which isn't optimal. I might put in an option later on that'll be basically a boolean that will say bank interest can be 0 or something, so that if it is 0, it'll update, and if it's 0 and the bank interest can't be 0, it'll update. But if it can be 0, it won't update, unless the two values are different. Or maybe just say if the two values are different to update. I don't know. Well, I'll figure that out later. But so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be converting the existing code for showing the bonds in the buy bond window to using the new object in the bank to pull this information out of it. So what we're going to have to do is kind of what we did with the other one. We need to do a couple vars here. So var, we're going to call this bond info, I guess. That's just going to be an array. Well, we don't necessarily, this dot underscore bank, bond info. I believe it's bond info with a capital I. Let's check that to be sure. And what do we got? So we got bank interest, bond info with capital I. Yeah. Alright, so that'll store the bond information for the bank so that we can use it in the loop and not have an issue with it being null. Then we need to have a var clist equals an array and var hlist for the command list and the com list and help text list. Alright, then object dot keys, and then that's going to be bond info. Dot for each function bi id. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just basically push this. We just need to push the two things back, really. We don't need to do anything other than that. So clist dot, is it push or add? I can never remember what it is for JavaScript. Push. All right. Push. So then it'll be push bond info BIID, and then name. And then the same thing, except for HList, H not G, and so name it would be, God, what do we call that? What do we name that property? We called it help text. All right, that's what we want then. And then once we're done, all we have to do is say and that's all we'll have to do for that, hopefully. So now what I'm going to do is we're just going to comment this out. Actually, I should probably just do a block comment. If I can get the shift key pushed down properly. Just to comment that out and then set it up down here. I think that's all we need to do. So let's go ahead and actually test this now. So what we'll do is we'll just grab, let me see. Well, there's other parts to this, but for now we're just going to see if this actually works or not. Then after this, we have to handle this stuff. So what we need to do is I need to grab this open, I need to open up the event, and we need to okay, so we got this here. I want to change this now to something else. Let's edit it. So bank 0 add bond, so we're going to call this basic bond 10 $4,500 $9,900 10, and then the help text, which is down here. So a basic bond, which will mature in 10 hours. So then R N gains 12% interest on maturation. So that should go in properly. And then we open up the bank with 10. Alright, apply. Okay, save it. And run it. And see if we get any issues on running it. If it'll run. There, the hard drive kind of grinding away. Jeez, that took forever. Alright, F12. Create bank bond. Create bank bond, where are you? Create bond, add bond info. Create bank bond, create bank record, here we go. Then that calls add bond info. So we go back up here and throw a break up here somewhere. I guess at the end. No, banks is not defined. Okay, banks. We got a problem there with some typos. So it's going to be in the create bank bond. Game banks, it should be game banks, not bank banks. Banks, because wow, there's another one. I think that's good now. Alright, well, we definitely have our information here. A basic bond which will mature in 10 hours on maturation. Awesome. Oh, cool. It even shows you all the, since we are using all that stuff, it shows that to you. But why doesn't it do that on the other ones? That's kind of interesting. Last access. Bank bond 10, 45, 99, 10. And then the help text. Cool. That's what I like to see. Now, cannot read apply of undefined. Where's that coming from? Oh, because, no. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Line 36, bank details. So, read property apply of undefined. Window bank details. How did I break that? Cannot set property setup of undefined. 1253. Oh. Maybe it's related to that. So 18, 16, 12, 53. Cannot set property as setup. Property setup undefined. So window by bond. Prototype setup equals function. So undefined. And then we have this other issue, which is cannot read property apply of undefined for bank details. That's on create bank details window. 431. What the hell did I break? So bank details. When X, when Y, when W, when H, and bank. So does that have to do with the the changes I made to this? So we call, from up here we're calling create bank record. Wherever the plugin or the interpreter stuff is at. Where the hell is it? Oh, here we go, bank open, yes. So we're calling bank open, then create bank record. So create bank record, bank ID, interest amount. If game bank exists, parse int ID, bank ID. So if the bank exists, if the game banks is ID is okay. So if if the interest is 0 and doesn't equal the interest amount, then we want to set the interest to the new interest amount, which is what we're already doing. Then bank equals gamebanks.getBank parse ID, bank ID equals bank ID. Now, blah, 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 blah. So if the bank doesn't exist, gamebanks.addBank, parse bank ID, 0, parse interest amount, date parse 0, bank equals, and then bank ID. Equals parse, oh. That could be why. Possible, I don't think it is. Yes, here we go, still got it here. So, maybe that would be some other issues if there was like a curly brace missing somewhere. Cannot set property setup of undefined. So it's saying that window by bond is undefined. Window by bond. prototype. Oh, type. As in typo. Okay, % not defined because we typoed that too. Ironically, that might not have been a problem, but it was different from what was there, so we are going to try and remain consistent with what we're doing with those, just in case. Alright, we can go and get rid of that. Just ready to check that. Continue. Alright, so that opens now. Perfect. So I'm going to go to buy bond. No, bank is not defined. Why is bank not defined? What is going on? Where'd that happen at? 12:27. And we went by it. 12:27. BNK. BNK bank. Why is it on 12:20? Oh, no, yeah. 12:27. Oh, no, that's still... Okay, it probably was on this one. Well, no, that would... That's weird. So initialize, and then it goes bank not defined. So that would be on the passing through that's not defined, which doesn't make any sense because... Oh. It's in the wrong place. That's why. I put it on the initialize for when it's selectable instead of the actual pass, instead of a parameter pass through to the function. Okay, fixed. That makes sense. All right, so BID is not defined. 59. That's in the setup, I think. Yeah. So, but it is here. BID lowercase d. Damn you, typos. Hey, we got it there, but we're missing the cancel. Awesome. We need to add. I think we need to add that back in. Okay, we went way too far. So then, add cancel option. So clist.push cancel h list dot push. How did I word it on the other one? Exit. Okay, just exit cell bond window. So exit buy bond window. No. It didn't keep the RN. Interesting. So, huh. Oh, and it doesn't have the gains either. It just starts at 12% interest. That's interesting. That's not what happened over here, though. Interesting, interesting. So the RN gains is missing from this. So word, any characters between another word and then a non-character or non-word or whatever. Let me check. Nope, that is the correct thing. That's interesting. I basically want to return 10 hours arm, but when we checked it in the thing, it was there. Wasn't it? Where's the... There it is. Let's go to sources and back. I want to throw the breakup here again on the add bond info. Yeah, RN gains 12% interest on maturation. So that's in the help text. Somehow between there and down here, it goes away. Gets blown away for some reason. Or was it 12, 20, 11, 23, 5, something like that? No, 12, 35 or something. Yeah, here we go. Put a break there. Continue. No, it's there. RN gains 12% interest on maturation. So when we click on it, the RN gains is gone and it just has 12% interest on maturation. That is weird. Yay, cancel's broken now too. Awesome. All kinds of awesomeness going on now. Alright, let's try this again. So that's fine. Continue, buy bond, continue, and then I want to see what is an H list. List underscore, or no, H list, yeah. Which is an array of 2, so still, it's there. That's just that when it goes to display it, it's not showing the RN anymore. RN gains is gone. So then, what's in... Should also be 2. A basic, yes, it's there as well, but it's no longer printing it correctly. That is very interesting. Did I double it? Like escape it, basically. Before, and I'm not doing that now. I don't think I was. No, yeah, single. Okay, comment this out and uncomment this. No, it's there now. That is really, really strange. So, I wonder if it's treating this as not a string, but something else. Which would be really weird because technically it's a string. It's not defined as a string, but it's holding a string. I have no clue if that's going to work or not. 1261, yeah. I hate the fact that JavaScript is basically a typeless language. Makes it hard to sometimes debug these kinds of problems. Maybe let's try. So we have an int parse. What about a string parse? Is there such a thing as string parse? Okay, just string and then whatever you want to make a string. Alright, let's see what this does. Nope, still not there. That is amazing. So these are string literals. Literal strings, everyone would call them. And these are values that are stored in another object. I wonder if when they're stored, these RNs, this RN becomes something else. Like for example, the RN gains it's just gone. There's nothing there. It just starts with 12. So I'm wondering if somehow having it stored as an RN makes it so that this doesn't work properly. That's the only thing I can think of. Because when we do it as a string literal, it shows up. When we put this into a variable that we then call to it, because like for example, if I just want to do a test real quick here. Oh. If we put it over in the right thing, it'll work. Yeah, so that works, but then so that's interesting, actually. So it is stored as this, and we are casting it to a string, but now here it's working. But it shows up as an RN from the... Huh. That is very strange. I'll have to think on that one. Do some searching around, maybe. So I guess we will stop this part here for now. So I'm not going to do all that while the stream is going. So let's go ahead and switch over to Adventure Communist. So this is a game that's made by the same people who make Adventure Capitalist. It's early access still, and I guess they've actually stopped, maybe not stopped developing it, but there haven't been any updates for it, like for a year or something, at least. That's a pretty interesting game, though. It's a different interface way different interface than Adventure Capitalist. And it's based on different things. Actually, let me go ahead and window it. Oh, it worked on full screen too. Okay, never mind. I'm still gonna window it. So, let's see. Is there a way to? I'm not even sure how all this works yet. Like, for example, how do you reset, for example? Okay, so the reset is one of these. I see. So once you get up to this point, you can reset to buy another colony or whatever to increase your research growth. Alright, so this is kind of how it works. You start out with potatoes. You click on here to make potatoes. And then you use the potatoes to you keep buying potatoes and buying them and upgrading, and then eventually you'll unlock land. And then you'll see over here you have a list of what you need to buy that particular thing. Right now we're on farmers because that's what I clicked on over here. It's also another interesting feature is that this will stay on whatever you click on, no matter what window you're on, until you click on another window to show other things here. And these also have them as well. So in this case, we want to go to 100% on the buy. So we can buy a crap ton of farmers, or we can buy a whole bunch of communities. To be honest, the communities are probably better because, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll buy the communities because that will generate a whole bunch more farmers per tech or role or whatever you want to call it. So we got unlocks as well. That'll unlock as you complete different objectives. That will give you different bonuses. Like for the most part, it's usually giving you comrades over here. Sometimes we get actual buildings that'll be increased per second. So I get 4 communes with this, for example. So over here is our comrades. They just generate at a specific rate. So right now we got 235 per second. Your scientists use this for experiments, which allow you to boost your production of various things. So I'm going to buy an auto clicker here. So wait, how does that actually work though? Button auto clickers. We'll click buttons for you, buy as many as you like, we'll go faster. Okay, how do I actually use them now? So like something I'm missing in terms of icons or something. Oh, there's a hard reset here too. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and do a hard reset. I haven't put any money into this, so I don't really care. So you get a better idea of how it actually starts. Alright, so yeah, communism is easy. Start by digging potatoes. So we're digging potatoes. So down here is the amount that you need to upgrade. So we're gonna go to upgrade. We'll get 7 potatoes now per click. Now we've gotten 100 potatoes, so now farmers have been unlocked. And they're basically managers. These are akin to managers and adventure capitalists. So now we can come over here and we can recruit a farmer. Because we have 50 potatoes, 25 land, and at least 1 comrade. So we buy one, and now they're producing 2 potatoes per cycle. So we're gonna come over here now, so we need to go ahead and upgrade this. Once you get enough, and these all come up as time goes on each day, so you get about 3 of these every day for every resource. Experiments. Yeah, and that's not really true. It doesn't really work as far as I know, anyway. Unless that's the auto clicker. So now for the next 15 or whatever seconds, we'll get an increase in comrade production. Oh no, it does work. Never mind. I did not know that. Alright, now we can upgrade. So for workers, we need to have order. And for that, we have to come over here. Now we go and buy a worker. So now I've unlocked miners. You can kind of see how this goes. Then weapons and then medicine. Let's go and upgrade that again. Let's go back over to potatoes. So we'll use up to 50% of our resources to buy stuff now. We got 4 farmers. The easiest way to do this is to get a bunch of scientists and then use them to produce whatever resource, like to increase your resource production for a resource, and then just to go crazy. Metals will get you science. Will get you different things. I think it might actually just be science. Scientists, I should say. So I'm just going to do that for every one of these to get the metals and increase our scientists so we can supercharge one of these. Usually it's best to go just in the order of the unlock because that gets you the best results, but sometimes it could be better to do it another way once you actually have things unlocked. So we got medicine unlocked now. Military. Alright, we got 26 scientists now, so we go down to here. We're going to go ahead and boost potatoes. So over potatoes, and we just click it and then upgrade as we go. Now we got some more scientists. So you can see with that, you can quickly upgrade. Let's go over to land. Is that more than anything else is what we need for farmers? So I think it's once you get to 100 farmers this stuff unlocks, I think. Yeah. Once you get to 100 of whatever manager unit. So for our communes, we have to have 100,000 land and 1,000 farmers. So obviously we have to work on it. Alright, we got some more scientists. Switch back over to ore. Or is it, let's see which one is the one. I guess we'll switch over to medicine. Once you start unlocking things more readily, you just the scientists just fall from the sky basically. I think it's really easy to grab stuff. So we're gonna go and do a experiment for land this time. I'm not sure what the time 6 is for, to be honest. I think it's supposed to indicate how much a click is worth. Well, that's what it shows up here. So I'm not sure what the time 6 is. So we can buy almost 80,000 farmers. Let's switch up to 100%. Actually, 155,000. Almost 156k. Let's go ahead and buy those. So we unlocked a bunch of stuff probably for farmers. Yeah. And we unlocked a new metal or two probably. Just one, I guess. So now we can actually buy communes. So we need 5 million potatoes, 600,000 land, and farmers, as well as comrades. So comrades is a sticking point now. So if we come down here to experiments and run a comrade blast experiment, this will increase a lot. Alright, so now communes will produce, every cycle will produce 528 farmers. So you kind of see how this cycles through to each other. Can we unlock some of their stuff, I think? These menus don't scroll very well. I just like to use the claim all button sometimes because it's easier than going through all this trying to find all the any and all of them that might have been unlocked. So land. What do we need for our workers? Ore, right. So now we have blasting 6, which require more ore and more workers. And you just build up that way. So let's go ahead and do a ore blast this time. And then we should be able to buy a bunch of stuff. So again, we're still limited by our comrades, though. those get built up over time. It's not too bad, really. I think we're at 10 per second, it looks like. Yeah. So now we've got this unlocked. Scientists for that one. Just go ahead and do an experiment. We'll run Comrade Blast and we'll run Medicine Blast. We'll skip over weapons for the moment. So you can see here we need to have soldiers. Not soldiers, miners for that. I guess you do need to have soldiers though too, the red hats. So this one's actually locked on its own resource. Or at least limited by its own resource. You need like 500 or something per one of these. Yeah. Again, though, we could just do a bullet blast. Now we have access to the stuff in there. Have a bunch of fire teams, or a bunch of soldiers. Yeah, we got another capture. Okay. Let's unlock something for the military. And some medals, probably also in the military, and 16. So we can buy a bunch of these now. You can see this is what it all requires, a whole bunch, basically every resource, pretty much, a bunch of them. We got tons of miners getting made here. Wow. That kind of works because as you go into these, they become progressively much harder to get. So it's kind of like each one of these tabs is its own kind of planet in terms of adventure capitalist. Got some more. Let's see. I got some unlocks probably for mining. Alright, we got a bunch of things we can do. So let's go ahead and do a couple of these. So we'll have about half a minute of Comrade Blast. And let's do. Now we can buy collectives. Let's produce 2 of these every cycle. Well, 8 now, but it was 2. So 75 comrades a second. Don't own up the nurses yet. And again, land is the issue. Go ahead and run a land blast experiment. Yeah, it makes the auto. That's what it is. It makes this faster. That's what happens. Alright, so we're able to buy a bunch more notions, which may work. Okay, I gotta claim that. And that is Adventure Communist. Pretty much in a nutshell. So what happens is that once you get down to here, you can buy one of these, and I'm assuming what happens is you buy it, it upgrades it, and then everything is reset for this group. Yeah, so everything's reset for this group here. So every time you do that, you're resetting each one of these groups. That's just to increase your scientist yield. Question then becomes what, so I guess you can unlock these research things here. So better potato button, and times 9. So I'm going to click on this, we have more output, I guess. Doesn't really matter at the moment because we need so many to actually get any kind of major increase with the button. Yeah, limited like comrades. Alright, so over to Space Plan. I actually did a little bit of playing on this earlier this morning, so I've gotten a little bit further. So you see a lot more stuff on this thing now. We've unlocked up to Tater Towers. Got the planet and system liquors up here. So basically, to kind of recap the story a bit, what's happened is that you end up, you buy the pod drop or whatever upgrade, and then it allows you to go down to the planet. And then the computer or whatever dreams up this crazy idea of causing the sun to collapse into a black hole by shooting potatoes into it, increasing its mass till it collapses. then using the resulting black hole to wait out time until the Great Crunch. Supposedly when a supermassive black hole causes the entire universe to collapse in on itself, and then the Big Bang supposedly happens again after that happens. And then coming back to Earth before everyone dies and telling them how not to die, I guess is what its plan is. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to buy the Tater Tower upgrade here. And we're going to buy the Planet Booster. So now, we have to wait for the Planet Booster, which is this thing, to land on the planet. And then it should unlock the Spud Gun and Potato Launcher. So if we come out here to this view, so here we are here on Earth. As you can see, it's like kind of moving faster than it probably should, because we got that thing on there now. At least I think that's Earth. Actually, this might be Earth here. Not really sure. Anyway, so let's go ahead and build a Spud Gun. Which is this thing apparently. So that adds, fires one Spud into the sun with 4.2k mass per 10 okay, so it's a 10-second delay, I guess. Doesn't make sense. So maybe it adds as much mass to the sun every 10 seconds, and it adds 8,000 watts a second. We go to our system, peaker, here we go, so Spud's going, yes, that's the Earth. Spud's going into the sun there. Soul mass at 0.012%. So we need more power production. The best genetic things. All potato things produce twice the power. Need more power, Scotty. So let's go ahead and drop down some more towers. Just healthiness. There's Mercury by nitrogen films for the critical. Okay, so as we're adding more mass. Okay, as we're adding mass to the sun, it's actually pulling in the other planets. That's what's going on. Even though I haven't even added 1% to the Soul's mass, it's messing up the gravity apparently. I don't think that's realistic in terms of how it actually works. Maybe it would be. There goes Mars, I think. Some more stuff, and then Jupiter. Oh, Ceres. Yeah. Oh. That's dumb. And here comes Saturn. So does that add to the mass at all? It doesn't. It probably should though. Irresponsible almost. So next up would be Neptune. No, Uranus. Uranus, however you want to pronounce it. Oh, that's right, they renamed it to Erectum. I forgot about that. Just got destroyed. And there goes Neptune. And then Pluto and something else. Eris, okay. So that's the solar system gone. It's not stolen. Thinking about using the autofilter button. So 48 million watts for the next one. That adds 8,000, this adds 6,400, 42,000. That's like 3 times the cost of a spud gun, which will take a while to get to at the current rate, unless I use the autofilter. Believing that it probably still would be a while. Yeah, it would still take quite a while. Let's drop another tower down. I'll drop 2 more towers down and say the planters. $10 million watts isn't that bad, actually. $100,000 per second. Well, 200,000 and change per second due to the sparker bonus. Anyway, that was some that was some more of this. Let's see. Almost added 1%. Actually, almost added 0.1% to the mass of the sun. almost 0.1%. I just want to get another spud gun. If we get another spud gun out here, it'll be, well, it only adds, what, 8,000 watts a second? It's an increase, but it's not that much. If you get the potato launcher, that'd be a lot more. Again, that would take a while to get to. Fallout 4. Fallout 76 looks pretty interesting. Looks pretty interesting to me. I want to see exactly how they managed to pull off that larger world without causing any kind of performance issues. And how glitchy that whole system will be. The one that didn't kind of impress me too much was Anthem. I mean, it looks cool and all that, but I mean, it feels like they're trying to clone Destiny, to be honest. And Destiny doesn't even do Destiny that well, to be honest, as well. So yeah, it's just like a waiting game now. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's load up Slay the Spire. I have not played this before. I just bought it along with, I actually went ahead and bought Dawn of War 3 because it was like $10. They had it 75% off. It's 75% off to the summer sale if you haven't gotten it yet. Probably a good time to buy it. Haven't played it yet, but I'm not really expecting too much from it. Most of what I've read about it is pretty bad, actually. Alright, so Slay the Spire. So this is like a card building deck kind of game that's like also a roguelike. Okay. So it's still in early access. Slay the Spire. Right here, we'll confirm. Reopen it. Wonder what engine it's running on. They have to reload it to load up graphics changes. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Unity. It says Mega Crit. If it's Unity, they'd have to have a Unity thing in there, wouldn't they? So maybe it's their own engine then. Alright, Slay the Spire. Settings. What other settings we got here? So input settings. Okay. Credits. Alright, play. Daily climb, new challenge, real daily complete. Other players for the highest score, which is locked and endless. So embark on a quest to slay the spire. Choose your character. Okay, so locked. It's kind of look like completing a run with the silent, which I guess is that one. The ironclad. Remaining soldier. The remaining soldier of the ironclads. Should be the remaining soldier. The last soldier or something. I don't know. Sold his soul to harness demonic energies. Burning blood. And the combat heals 6 HP. And there's 5 unlocks remaining. 300 to next unlock. So you start with 99 gold and have 80 HP to start with. Set seed. Oh, I can actually set a random seed. Cool. I like roguelikes that allow you to set the seed because you can, you know, pass around a certain seed if you find it's like really difficult or something, and other people can play on that exact same generation, random generation that you played on. Alright, embark. Exordium. Pick a starting room. Interesting. Legend. So, enemy, elites, rest, treasure, merchants, unknown. What's this? Map. Okay, got the timer. The deck. Settings. What do we got up here? Health, gold, potion slot. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. When trying to energy or standard return. Instead of return, new cards are drawn and energy is replenished. Play defensive cards to gain block when enemies are about to attack you. Block reduces incoming damage but wears off starting next turn. During your turn, you can draw enemies intent above them. If enemy is intent attacking you, be sure to gain some block. Okay. So strategic. So use buff. Use a buff. Taking damage. Interesting, okay. So that's the energy, I guess, down there. Weekend grow. Increase the strength. Okay, so we have bash, 6 damage, apply 2 vulnerable. And then we'll do a strike. Enemy's turn. Ooh, 10 damage. No more cards. Discard pile is shuffled and okay. So bash. Not too bad for the first one. Add a card to your deck. Poison potion. Corruption. Skills cost 0. Whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. This card applies a power to you when used. Powers are passive abilities that remain for the duration of combat. Removed until end of combat. Flame barrier. Gain 12 block. And deal 4 damage to the attacker. Whirlwind. X times. So this is like one that'd be interesting to have. Oh, we get them all. Okay. Drink or throw potions during combat. Alright, so our next room. So different type of enemy. Oh wow. Cultist, 51 health. Incantation. Ritual. Gains 3 strength. Aggressive enemy intends to attack for 6 damage. So it gains 3 every turn. That's annoying. Powers were matched. So block potion, and we get add another deck to our card here. So we get Inflame, which gains 2 strength. Draw 1 card, place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile, exhaust. Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. Oh. Deal 14 damage. Wow. I'm gonna choose that one. So, still just an enemy. Jawworm. 11 damage already? Jeez. I guess I could have used that, couldn't I? Oh well. Oh, I see, the cards from your hand get discarded every turn? That kind of sucks. Since to block and use a buff. Oh, not enough energy. Bellow. It's going to increase its strength per turn. Okay. Block and attack for 10 damage. Probably could have used that clash thing a couple of times now. Alright, let's finish this thing off. Seeing red, gain 2 energy and exhaust. Gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand for the rest of combat. And Twin Strike. I think seeing red would probably be really useful. Hey, money. Or rather, a merchant. So you can buy cards. Card removal service, okay. What are these? Whenever you add a power card to your deck, it is upgraded. Dramatic entrance. An 8. Start each combat with this card in your... Oh, really? Deal 6 damage to all enemies for 99 gold. Magnetism. Sail, feel no pain. Gain 3 block. Shockwave. Apply 3 weakened vulnerable to all enemies. This is not for sale. True Grit. Gain 7 block, exhaust random card from your hand. Sword Boomerang. 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. And exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, deal 16 damage. There we go with Dramatic Entrance. Not for sale. Interesting, so you can choose different branching paths. Thievery. Steals 15 gold whenever it attacks. Ah. Alright, poisoned him. I didn't have to do anything else. Still just die on that turn. Probably shouldn't have used that potion. Poison potion, that's a pretty strong potion. Warcry, drop 1 card, place a card from your hand on top of your draw. Or draw 1 card, place a card from your trump to your draw pile. Flex, gain 2 strength, and a turn lose 2 strength. Dropkick, deal 5 damage to, if the enemy is vulnerable, gain 1 energy and draw a card. So, rest. Okay, so we can heal here, I suppose. Upgrade a card in your deck. Interesting. Seeing red plus. So you probably do that in lieu of healing your health. I'm gonna actually heal my health this time. Still no elites, and there won't be any elites if I go in this direction. If I go here, we'll hit 1 eventually. There's also an unknown, though. Oh, what the hell is that? Split. When HP is below, splits into 2 smaller slimes with Spike Slime L's current health. Frail. Gain 25% less block for 2 turns. Enemy intends to inflict negative status on you. Hits for some more damage. I kind of wasted that one. What's this? Exhausted cards. So they don't get put back into your deck, in other words. Okay. Not enough energy. Damn. behind 3. So, pummel. 2 damage 4 times, exhaust, gain 8 block, draw a card, shrug it off, and war card. Oh, cool. Fear potion, dexterity potion, liquid bronze. So now we can go either direction here. So I want to go this direction because there's no elites over here. So get a chest. Anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. Oh, relics, okay. So we get 10 block every turn. Nice. So, village notice an intricate large blue statue resembling a wing. So now we can actually, let's go ahead and instead of healing, we're going to do we're going to smith something here. Actually be interesting to see if we could. Nice. Especially doesn't take any like resources to do it. Oh, okay, a bunch of these guys. Granted, that doesn't do much damage, but. Spit web. Weakened. And then nothing's taken. So far, this game isn't too hard. Blood potion. Nice. Any space for it though. So true get rampage, 2 grip rampage and iron wave. 8 and 5 block, deal 5 damage. Deal 8 damage every time this card is played. Increase its damage by 4 for this combat. Oh wow. Nice. Fungi beast. Energy is gone. Pommel Strike, 9 damage, draw a card, Sword Boomerang, Anger. Deal 5 damage, add a copy of this card to your discard pile. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. Let's go with Anger. Lose 3 HP, 25% chance to find a relic. Interesting. So we got a lantern. Oh, nice. So we get an extra energy. And we can heal here. Cool. So what's up next? The Guardian. Enemy tends to block on its turn. After taking 30 damage, change it to a defensive mode. Carving up. 32 damage. Wow. Damage times 2. So 16 damage. No, I'm out of energy. Okay. Can I use one of these? I can. Okay. So these don't consume energy when you use them. Tends to block. an interesting game, for sure. That thorn thing that I had, thing that had to add thorns was a very good choice. That's like done half the damage to this guy for me. Mode shift. So we just have to get to another one of these cycles. There's no way we're gonna lose. Unless it has some sort of crazy attack at the end. So, Dark Embrace, whenever a card is exhausted, draw one card. Reaper, deal 4 damage to all enemies, heal for unblocked damage dealt. Exhaust, double tap. This turn at next attack is played twice. I think the Reaper is probably best. So what's next? Choose a relic. Runic Pyramid. You no longer discard your hand. Nice. Whenever you lose HP, draw one card. Runic Cube, and then Orrery. Choose and add 5 cards to your deck. Body Slam. Current block. Deal 8 damage every time. Oh, that's one of those again. Pommel Strike. Headbutt, deal 6 damage, place a card from the top of your discard pile and draw a pile. Fire Breathing, at the end of your turn, each attack played this turn deals 1 damage to all enemy. Nice. Clothesline. Apply 12 damage and apply weak 2. 2 weak. Perfected Strike, 6 damage, deals additional +2 damage for all the cards containing Strike. 9 down. That one seems pretty cool. Let's grab that. What else we got? Flex. 8 damage to all enemies. Cleave. Thunderclap. 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I'll take Cleave instead. And then we'll do another Clash. Act 2. Okay, so that's only the first act. Alright, let's go with this one. Alright, so dramatic entrance. Nice, 4 damage. That's an awesome card. Stunned. Oh, okay. Oh, I've got the, cool. I took no damage because of the block. That's awesome. So, Rampage, Reaper. I don't have any. Oh, cool. It still has an effect. Nice. And it's done. Oh, seeing red. Flight. So what does flight actually do? Reduce attack damage taken, cancel of dealt attack damage 3 times in one turn. Oh, because it cancels flight if you attack it 3 times in one turn. Burning Pact, exhaust 1 card, draw 2, anger plus, 7 damage, add a copy of the card, dropkick plus. Interesting, get 5 more max HP. Decay. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage. Requires golden idol. So lose 20 health for 5 more max health. Okay, you can do that. I'm feeling I might end up dying. Scan the city, notice a wall covered in writing ancient says you try and wrap your head around. As it glows, suddenly a message becomes clear. Elegance, remove a card from your deck, or simplicity, upgrade all strikes and defense. Nice. That's actually pretty awesome. Oh wow, we got 2 of these guys. Able to take one of them out in a single turn. Cool. What's this? 15. Oh, 15 gold. Oh wow. Got a bunch of defense. So let's do with this bash, and then we'll do strike. No, we don't have the energy. Crap. Defense. Break through the defense without using anything. Heal with that, and then use cleave to kill it. Blood for blood. Costs 1 less energy each time you lose HP in combat. Deal 18 damage. Nice. The hell is this? Snecko? Confusion. What does that do? Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. Oh, I don't have any energy left. I can use this defense. Nice, that cost me nothing to use. Ouch. That was a heavy one. 20 damage. And dead. A poison potion. Offering. Lose 4 HP, gain 2 energy, and draw 3 cards. Exhaust. Thunderclap. Deal 4 damage, apply vulnerable, scrap down. So next is the elite. Painful stab. Oh wow. Book of stab. I'm definitely using this. That worked out pretty well last time I used it. Wound. Unplayable cards cannot be played from your hand. That's weird. Cards here are shuffled into your draw cards and discard pile of turn. So, seeing red. Oh, so do those become like blank cards or something that then take out? They become like cards you can't use, or they take the place of a card you draw that you can use, or something like that. Affected Strike. I'm not doing too well against this one. I was wondering about that. I'd lose against this elite. So I've been hanging on to this potion up here. Let's go ahead and drink it. So 6 times 4, 24. Let's go ahead and use that too. We might be able to beat this guy. Oh yeah, definitely. Wow, that was close though. Vajra with 1 combat strength. Nice. Uppercut plus 13 damage, apply 2 weak, 2 vulnerable. What's this one offering? Okay, and then another Reaper. We'll take the uppercut plus. Yeah, we can heal. Definitely gotta heal. So we got an unknown. That's a treasure chest. Toolbox. Recall this card to your hand. Another treasure chest, awesome. Toxic egg. Whenever you add a skill card to your deck, it is upgraded. Nice. This is like a really nice section over here, not many battles. Oh wow, okay. Snake plant. Malleable. On taking attack damage, gains 3 block. Block gain increases malleable is triggered or sets to 3 at the start of their turn. What's this Purity? Choose and exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand. Weird. I guess it's to remove any cards that are like in there that you can't use or something. No, better not. That won't do any damage. So the next one is going to do 21 damage. Ouch. And some defense cards. Still only going to block like half of it. Okay, we won. I wasn't sure we were gonna win that one, but we did. Nice. So, shrug it off, second win, exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and gain 7 block for each. Nice. To the merchant. Panacea, gain 2 artifact, exhaust. Infernal Blade. Add a random attack to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Body Slam, Thunderclap, Fire Breathing. Thinking Ahead plus. Draw 2 cards, place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Champion Belt. I'm not sure how much longer we'll last. Getting kind of low on health. Centurion. Healer? Or something? Or maybe some sort of buff. I guess a buff, yeah. Healed 16 damage. Well, there, take your 16 damage and do that with it. Whirlwind. Grab that one this time. Another one of these dudes. Snecko. Flash of Steel. I'll write this one again. Messes with the costs. Negates 2 debuffs. So, defend 2, pommel strike. So we'll take no damage next turn. Oh, okay. Okay, so that uses up whatever energy you have left. Gotcha. Oh wow. Yeah, it's not worth it. At the moment. Managed to defeat it. Explosive potion. Clothesline, war cry. What's the other one? Perfect Destruct Plus. Grab that one. We'll go up here. Ornate building which appears to be abandoned. Blackbird's library. 1 of 20 cards to add to your deck. Or heal. Well, we're going to be able to heal in the next area anyway, so. 1 of 20 cards. Wow. Armaments plus. Gain 5 block. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Feel no pain. Fire breathing. Infernal blade plus. Thunderclap intimidates. Carnage. Ethereal. It's ethereal. This card is in your hand at end of turn. It is exhausted. Exhausted cards. Okay, interesting. So if you don't use it, you lose it, basically. Demon form. At the start of each turn, gain 2 strength. Wow. I think we'll take that one. No, didn't heal too much. We're probably going to lose against this guy. 420. That's to block and use a buff. Gain 5 block and it's at the end of its turn. Oh wow, and that's 20 block. I should have probably done blocks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get owned by this guy. face slime. Oh, nice. We blocked whatever he was going to do. 16 damage. Holy crap. And I don't think we're gonna survive this. It's like half my health right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're screwed. Holy crap. 14 strength, oh my god. That demon form thing is awesome. You know what? We might actually win. Holy crap cakes. That's like the close calls of all close calls right there. Freaking demon form saved my arse. Juggernaut. Definitely grabbing another one of those. Hopefully they stack. Choose a relic. Black Star, Leech Drop, an additional relic when defeated. Carry 5 cards in your hand. Heal in your deck. Heal 2 HP when you enter a rest state. Really? Game at the start of turn, you can no longer rest at rest sites. Oh, coffee dipper. So 1 extra power, but then you can't, or energy, but you can't rest. I think we'll do Eternal Feather. I'm surprised I won that. Well, that's going to be it for this stream tonight. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, comments, questions, link below. If you've done so already, I would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you probably Friday morning. I think I'm going to skip doing any streaming tomorrow. I'll work on the plugin tomorrow, and then on Friday we'll kind of go over what I did and then see if there's anything left to do on it. If not, then we'll do something else. I'm not sure when, but maybe I'll do a little bit of work on the maybe on the Arthane database editor, or maybe do some work on the modding tool for this as well. But we'll see what happens.